Okay, Leo, what's up in the dub? Now, Leo, how is the love in the streets, baby? How is the love in the streets, baby? They say it is good for you. Got you on the rap, baby. Love you till you go, baby. Never gonna let you fold, baby, cause we tough, baby. And go on the real thing. We on the real talk. And we never fold cause we on that strip. We fight. Come on, Leo. Leo said, I got you. Okay, Leo, what's going down? What's going down with Leo? Spirit, what's going down with Leo? Okay, Leo. See, somebody's a high priestess here. There's a high priestess that's making waves. Hey, somebody's a high priestess. What's going on with this high priestess? And this is all allegedly, entertainment purposes. You got those that get all in their feelings. What are you talking about me? You take your little grain of salt, grain of salt. Don't be so sensitive. What's going down allegedly? High priestess. So there's a high priestess here. Something about health. Something about high priestess and health and knighthood. Somebody standing strong, they working on their health, and there's a love life. Somebody has a love life and knighthood, and somebody may have done this in the past life. They have already been a priestess. They worked in health force. Somebody was a knighthood. Somebody did, they had a nice love life. Somebody worked on a farm. They wrote books, or they was a writer. Somebody did it all. And somebody's going to be leaving, and they're going to be traveling, or they already did in the past life. So this person, somebody did a lot of things. Can we have one more? So somebody's got a background of standing, their high priestess, knighthood, and what else is going on with this Leo? Somebody could have been in the past. Okay, now finances, and somebody is an earth angel. Somebody's an angel here. As you can see, somebody is an angel, period. This person is an angel. That's who they are, and somebody's an angel. Okay, there's an angel. There's some sadness going on. See, there's some sadness going on, right now. And, that you might be feeling. But you've done these in the past life, But you're an alchemist. Somebody 25 and 5. Somebody's an alchemist, alchemist. And they have their beauty's immaculate. 70. Somebody's beautiful. Somebody comes from the galaxy, And, help from above is coming. 27. There's some health coming. Somebody giving some health to this person. So somebody's getting help from heaven. So heaven's coming down to help somebody with these authority figures, because there's an orphan here, is going to learn some wisdom, because they did a wild card. There's an orphan playing a wild card with someone's home, and somebody wants to know how teachable you are. Somebody could be 35, 15, and somebody wants to know how teachable you are. This on the 9th. Somebody needs to learn, and learn 3 need to learn to dream big. Okay. So, you keep dreaming, don't give up your dreams. That's one message I'm getting. We don't fold on our dreams. We go forward whether people like it or not, because people, let me tell you something, you're going to always have battles that you have to deal with, but you've done this before. So this is nothing to you. You've been in situations before. You stood up for yourself. You were strong before, and you didn't take no crap before. Let me get my little stick here, but you don't take no crap. You never have, and you never will. Okay, whoever this earth angel, there's an earth angel that's involved. This person was a lot of things. They're a knighthood. They done had it all. Okay, they've been through it. Okay, and people was trying to, so they're working on their finances, and you're gonna get some help, because these people were trying to attack, somebody. 444 on the clock. So they don't never worry, because this person is one step ahead at all times. This person knows what they're doing. Believe it or not, even though people think they don't. There's people out there that want to destroy this person because of who this person is. Okay. So you've done things in the past that somebody don't want you to realize that you are. They want you to stay, quiet. So what's going on here with my Leo? Give me some more information. So you need to learn to keep, your dreams is coming, because you're finna get some help. And finances, they tried to mess with that. You learn it. Okay, so Somebody's an angel, allegedly. And they've learned all these lessons. They've been a lot of lessons. Somebody been through some things, allegedly. It says, leadership. Somebody was, a leadership. There's Archangel Gabriel that's going to help this person. It's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and loving guide to others. So you're trying to, this archangel is trying to be, guide people and, show people what, lead them in the right way, and they're getting help from the angels. Somebody thinks this is trash can talk. They don't believe this. Somebody named Hannah in the past, they didn't want to walk away, but they're going to start walking away. Somebody named Ashley was involved too in the past. They was trying to deal with this dark man, evil man in the past. They were trying to infect you. Someone named Coolidge, someone named Tom. It says somebody was hooked on some bad things in the past, some bad DRU justice in the past, and that affected, their decision. Somebody named Man. See, there was a security camera sees everything. See, a security camera saw everything, man. So no matter what you hide or what you say, you've been caught. It says, I don't give a F about your drama. That's what this person was saying. That's what this governor is saying. The governor's saying they don't give an F. But somehow, somebody may have a 9 in their birthday. This governor don't care. Okay, allegedly, they was like, if I pay your bills, I'm not gonna, if you don't have SEX, I'm not gonna pay your bills. So if you don't sleep with me, you're not getting your bills paid. But this person was sleeping with somebody because they didn't want to stop doing it. It says, how deep is your love really? This person didn't love this person. This person was not married at the time, but they said they were because it's in the reverse. So somebody was married and they were sleeping around with, one of these people they pay their bills for. So they, you do me a favor, I do you a favor, that kind of thing. People do favors, ain't nothing wrong with that. But, people's giving this person a run for their money, What else is going on, allegedly, Leo, you or somebody else, But yeah, someone has been a lot of things, you've been a lot of things on the past life. This is tragic for somebody. It says you need to tell the world the untold story about your life, Everybody needs to know the story about what you've been through, because it's been pretty hell for this person, but this person made it through it. See, under the moon, you need to make a wish. See, they was trying to, benchmark you, but it didn't work. They was trying to affect you. Somebody 40 in the past, and it didn't work to stop you. See, this person didn't, needed to get some herbs to help them. Could help them, and they was trying not to, They didn't even want that person to do that. They were hacking your phone in the past too. They was trying to hack your phone, or they did, have your phone hacked. There was so much going on. It says your dreams need a practical plan. The plan. It says you falling in love. Someone named Emma was in this too in the past. Somebody named Ember. What about somebody named Ember? It says your man, the lady was, they said they was raped kids. Somebody raped kids in the past, allegedly. The kids were lying on you, and they need to run now because the devil's out to collect their souls. So there was a lot of kids that was lying on you to get these people all riled up. Somebody may get 10 years in jail, allegedly, or 10 years in spiritual jail. They're gonna get some time for this, allegedly. It says your mother or your father wasn't not your real father. Somebody wasn't your real father, and they needed to tell you that. Somebody from Alaska, okay? It says, like I said, yeah. So 114, you might have been seeing. It's about your love life, your love life. It's indicates a period of happiness and joy. It's going to be good for your love life, so don't worry. See, there was watch out because people was coming, but they're not going to make it. It's in reverse. They're not going to be able to attack you. Self-control is needed. These people better take some self-control. They really need to learn. Like, share, and subscribe.